Hey, just Forehand here with eXp Realty. Back at you for another video this week. Today I'll be covering my top 5 favorite winter races in the Huntsville area. So the way I usually do it is I do all my training throughout the summer, through the hard, hot months, and then come the winter time, I'm ready for these longer distance races that I'm gonna cover today. So these are in no particular order. Well, they're based on what time of the year they are. So the first one I'm going to cover is Huntsville Half Marathon. This is usually run in November around Veterans Day. The medals are usually done up with American flags and things like that. A lot of patriotic ties to the race. But it's a fairly flat race through some neighborhoods and on one of the greenways here in Huntsville. It's a pretty fast course. That's where my half marathon PR is that I did a couple years ago. But I love the course. It's like I said, a nice flat fast race, and there's a lot of people that come out for this one, and it's one of my favorite half marathons to do. The next one I'm going to cover is Dizzy 50s. This is on Montesano State Park. It's a loop course, and I don't know, the year I ran this one, it was really fun. It's the first of the Grand Slam series, if you are Huntsville Slam now. If you do those 4 races, it's the first of the 4. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. It's a 50K, 31 miles. Most of it's on the north and south plateau. I had to look that up again. But flat part of the mountain, and just a really fun race. The next one is going to be the Rocket City Marathon and Half Marathon. I've done the marathon. I've run it 5 times. Colleen has done the half marathon, I think, once. But it's the new course is not as fast as the old one, but it's still pretty cool because you go through the Space and Rocket Center area, and that part after that is kind of hilly. But it's really cool when you run up to the rocket and then through the space shuttles and everything. So I really like this course. I've done the new course 4 times, and it's probably my favorite marathon that I've done, maybe other than Chicago Marathon. But that's run in December. And here in Alabama, it's kind of hard to tell how the weather's going to be. I've run it when it's 20 degrees, and run it when it's been in the 50s or 60s, and it's usually the week of when you figure out what the weather's going to be like, and you have to prepare for it pretty close to race day. All right, the next one I'm going to talk about is Mountain Mist. This is the last of the Huntsville Slam 4 races. I failed to mention that Rocket City Marathon is also one of the 4. And it's ran in January. It's a pretty technical course, lots of elevation gain and elevation descent. But it's a very fun, challenging course. When you finish it, you realize you've done something that's pretty tough. So it took me longer than I anticipated when I did this, and but I really enjoyed it. And then the 5th one I'm going to mention is run in November, and it's the Galaxy of Lights 5K. You run through botanical gardens where they have the Galaxy lights set up, and it's just really neat to see all the lights as you're running. It's a short, 3.1 mile course, but to me it's a lot of fun. And the one I'm going to mention that's not on here because I haven't run it since they changed the course is Recover from the Holidays 50K. It's part of the Huntsville Slam, and it's run over by the John Hunt Park. But I haven't run it since they've changed the course, so I didn't want to put that in the top 5. But it's part of the Huntsville Slam, so it gets an honorable mention because that slam is something that's pretty big here in town with these distance races. I did it a couple years ago, and when you finish, you're like, man, I just did something great, because you run it all between November and January. So it's pretty challenging. You gotta be trained up for it, and it's just something I really enjoy doing. But these are the races that I recommend for this time period of the winter. Hopefully you've been able to train during the summer months to be able to get to these pretty awesome races. That's all I have for this week. If you want any more information, I'll post links to these races in the description, so you can either look at information or sign up if you think you want to try to tackle one of these. Once again, thank you for watching. If you need any help with your real estate goals, feel free to reach out. My phone number is 256-542-0226. I'd be happy to help you. I'll have your back through the whole process. And that's all I have for this week. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Thank you. Y'all have a great rest of your day.